Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Boys Division Championship game between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Windsor Greyhound, and your home team on the scoreboard, the Kingsville Tigers. All right, let's meet tonight's starting lineup, starting with the Greyhounds. First up, we have a sophomore, number 3, Elliott Cooley. A freshman, number 5, Ryan Millington. A freshman, number 13, Rowan Cox. A senior, number 23, Parker Craig. And a sophomore, number 34, Connor Barnes. Now the Greyhounds are head coached by Sean Bigler. And now for the Kingsville Tigers. First up, a sophomore, number 4, Christian Stevenson. A junior, number 21, Braden Barnett. A sophomore, number 34, John Fleeman. A junior, number 44, Brett Evinger. And a junior, number 50, Brady Stout. And the Kingsville Tigers are head coached by Bill Adams.
All right, well, here we go.
Here we go.
Got our boys championship game after coming off a great girls championship game between Kip and Chilhowee, the number 2 seed, upsetting the number 1 seed in a great basketball game. And this one should be just as much fun.
Yep. So we have a 6 seed, Windsor, who I again, a lot of believe were underseeded in the tournament, coming in, upsetting the 3 seed Bobcats and the 2 seed as well.
Yeah, you know, that happens sometimes in early season tournaments too. Teams don't really know, what you're looking at is who have they played, how have they done against those teams, same opponent type stuff. And it's hard sometimes when teams have only played, because when we seeded this, we had only played 2 games.
Yep.
So it's kind of hard.
Windsor with the steal.
Stepped on the line.
Stepped on the line. Nice try there by Elliott Cooley. But, yeah, and I think Windsor only had like 1 win. Yeah, but they played some really good competition.
Yeah, they're a little bit bigger school than most of them in this tournament. I think they're a class 3. And but they move. They're athletic, and we're about to see that, I think, right here.
Brady Stout got a little trouble on the baseline and turns the ball over. Windsor now in the half court.
Rowan Cox at number 13 for Windsor, maybe a freshman, but he really leads his team. He really does a lot of good things.
He doesn't play like a freshman. Rebound to Brady Stout. In transition are the Tigers.
Both these teams actually are kind of young. We could be seeing this rematch next year in this championship game.
Absolutely. All right. Brady Stout with the ball.
Stout does a lot of good
over to
things
Stevenson.
For Kingsville, too.
Yep. I was informed by the assistant boys coach, Peyton Shear, that they had a kid, unfortunately, fall to illness, so he is not available today. Nice pass by Fleeman. Rebound by Rowan Cox. Here we go. Windsor in transition. Elliott Cooley thought about it. Back to Millington.
That makes sense because 44 Evinger, he's a good player, but I don't remember him starting yesterday or the day before.
Here's the senior with the three-pointer, number 23, Parker Craig, with the first points of the ball game, and Windsor takes an early 3-0 lead. Brady Stout can also shoot the 3, and he does. Brady Stout with the 3 answers for the Tigers. Here we go. In transition is Millington. Tried to get the steal. Nice little bump to Rowan Cox, who then passes it to Elliott Cooley, who is the beneficiary of the pass from Rowan. Here we go.
Rowan Cox, he may not always be the leading scorer, but he does all the little things right with the rebounding. That was a nice pass to get it away from the 6'11" post player there for Kingsville. The ball.
Tries to find Fleeman, does. Can't get the shot off, but he does find 21.
Parker Craig
Braden
with a
Barnett,
rebound.
But he does not get here. Pass into Fleeman. Again, able to misdirect a lot of shots. Pass to Evinger.
Yeah, he's another one of those players that he doesn't always, top every stat line in the book, but he leaves his print on every game. And being 6'11" with those long arms, it's hard to get points against him in the paint.
All right, Evan Burkhart, who's usually a starter, now coming in off the bench. Number 21, there he is. For the Tigers, Braden Barnett giving the lead back to giving it to Kingsville. Here we go. Evan Burkhart, keying the offense for the Greyhounds. Guarded well by Stevenson. Tried to get the back cut. Rowan Cox. Don't give him that shot too often. He'll get it. Nice rebound there by, is that Evinger, right?
Yep. And you got to think, too, Cox being so young, he could come back next year 4 inches taller and be really, really hard to stop.
Burkhart loses the handle. Up to Brady Stout. He's going to try to take it all the way. Does not get it, but does maintain possession. Brady Stout with the three, not there. Rebound by number 23, Parker Craig, for the Greyhounds, and
the
puts
bucket
it up
for him.
And in.
I saw him get into some situations yesterday, Parker Craig, against Drexel, and then all of a sudden he's through it and laying the ball up softly off the glass, and I thought there's no way he's going to get a shot off there, and he does every time.
Trap in the corner by the Greyhounds leaves Stevenson wide open for the three, and he nails it. 9 points for the Tigers, and they take the lead 9-7 with 3:22 left in the first quarter. Both teams playing really good straight-up defense.
With Windsor being the 6th seed and having a couple upset victories, we have to remember, too, that the top three
Rowan
teams,
Cox with the fadeaway, no good. Evinger with the rebound.
There was a 3-way tie for the number 1 seed, and we ended up having to draw the names out of the hat. Kingsville got that, Drexel got 2, and Lutheran got 3. And it seems like maybe Windsor should have been right there in the mix with that, too.
Oh, yes, definitely. All right, here we go. Number 34, Barnes with the foul. And it looks like Evinger will go to the line for 2 shots. That's the first team foul, first foul for Connor Barnes.
It's nice to be a team that's so deep that you can bring in a new starter and he can come in and give you solid minutes right off the bat in a championship game.
You bet. All right, Evinger with the miss of the first free throw. Cox is going to come out. Number 2, Aaron Mikey.
Yeah,
comes in.
I'm not 100% sure. We should ask somebody before we started.
Yep, we might ask. All right, here we go. Number 34, Connor Barnes secures the rebound for the Greyhounds. Avin Burkhart.
Evinger missed both of those there.
Parker Craig.
He'll be back, though.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Nice little drive by Barnes, and in for the layup for his first 2 points. And now it's 9-9. Sean Fleeman. Brady Stout in the corner.
There's Craig pushing tempo again.
Yep. They will when they get a chance. Looks like maybe Barnes got a little ankle rebound there by Braden Barnett for the Tigers. Brings it up to the side. Decides to give it to Fleeman at the top. Here we go. Stout to Fleeman. There it is. Number 4, Stevenson with the 3 attempt, misses. All right.
Stout with the strip.
Stout with the strip and the easy 2. picked it off. Turnover by Reese Heavy there for the Greyhounds. Stevenson to Evinger. In trouble. Fleeman comes and bails him out.
It's nice to have somebody 6'11". Yeah, 6'11" to help bail you out. You
right.
throw that thing up for grabs, and he's going to come down with it a lot.
Stevenson with the 3 attempt, but it goes, but it's no good. I'm sorry, not Stevenson. Brady Barnett with the attempt. And the Tigers with their first foul.
Yeah, Burkhart.
And that will go against Burkhart. No, sorry.
Yeah, Burkhart will be shooting.
Stevenson, Burkhart shooting.
And Burkhart got a little bit deep in there and kind of got bailed out with that foul, but he still has to knock him down.
All right. Adam Burkhart with his first attempt, no good. Number 11 for the Tigers. Chase Stout now in the game.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the missing player for illness is Isaac Hawthorne. He had 10 yesterday.
Burkhart gets 1 of 2. 1 point now for them and a 1 point lead for the Tigers.
And I don't care how solid, how deep of a team you are, 10 points is hard to replace.
Yeah.
A nice skip pass.
Skip pass to Stout, Casey Stout. Get into Fleeman, but he is fouled by Elliott Cooley, trying to get the steal. Kingsville, Brady Stout to trigger the ball underneath their own basket.
What do you want to bet they throw it to him?
They're going to try.
Oh, he backed out. Almost all their
Brady
inbound
Stout
plays
gets it
go to him.
Stevenson. Oh. I know it's hard, but sometimes it's even too tall for a 6'11 kid to get.
Yeah, you got to put a little bit more air underneath it, let that come down to him, and instead it was more of a line drive. But, they're in this championship game for a reason.
Kingsville showing a little pressure. Now a steal by Stevenson.
Kingsville doesn't look like the team that's built to be able to provide pressure, but they do a good job
Barnett.
with it.
Sorry, that was Barnett on the steal. My fault.
Yeah, and number 21.
That's Braden.
Yeah, Braden Barnett. He just hit his second three. 14-10 now, Kingsville
trying to take control of this game. Millington out front, and they will not get a shot off.
No, that was good pressure there at the end of the quarter to make sure they didn't get a clean look.
That's right. All right, we are going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice-cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
All right, we are back here after the end of the first quarter with your score. Kingsville 14, Greyhounds 10.
Yeah, so, that first quarter, a little bit different from what we've seen the last couple of games. It was actually up and down, and there was a lot of offense. Both teams in that third-place boys game were more methodical with what they try to do, and not that they're not running a sound offense, but these teams are loaded, and they've all got shooters, and they've got good post players, and it's going to be a good, high-scoring ball game, I believe. So,
all right, I'm pretty sure Greyhounds are trying to focus on Fleeman. He doesn't have any points yet, but he does garner a lot of attention, which helps the other kids score.
He does, and you'll see him move him to the high post a little bit from time to time and work the offense through him, even when it's not for a shot. So we'll see. And now it looks like they're in man-to-man. They're going to bring him away from the basket a little bit.
There's travel. Good defense there by Fleeman. He's going to alter your shot, that's for sure. All right, Windsor bringing some little full-court pressure.
Yeah, I thought we'd see this a little bit earlier.
Barnett tries to get out, and he is fouled by Aaron Mickey.
Yeah, actually, I was surprised they didn't open the game with a little bit of full court pressure because that's their game. Their game is speed. And they are athletic.
There it is. Nice little put on the floor by Chase Stout to finish the bucket and get his first 2 of the game. That puts lead now 16-10 Kingsville. Greyhounds in now, another steal by Brady Stout, and he goes up and the layup is good, and Coach Bigler does not like what he's seeing and calls a timeout on the Greyhounds.
You know, when you get that back-to-back Stouts with turnovers there, and they take that to the other end and they get those easy layups. I mean, that's what you want, right? I mean, how many times do we see teams get caught in the half court and they a little bit low scoring because they can't get any transition points? You know, and right there they got 2 big transition points to put that lead to 8. And, Kingsville's coach is happy about it, but, Windsor's coach not so much.
Coach Bigler definitely was not happy with that series.
No.
Especially early here in the second quarter. All right, 18-10 as we return to action here in the championship boys game in the William D. Gordon Classic, Holiday Classic tournament here. All right, Windsor with the ball. Kingsville showing a little pressure here.
If both teams show some pressure, this is going to get exciting real fast.
Barnett tries to get the steal, but momentum kind of took him and the ball almost into the commons area here at Drexel High School. All right, triggering again is Parker Craig. Over to Elliott Cooley, taking his time. And there's a steal. Fleeman with the ball. He's going to get it. They finally get it to Barnett. Back to
That's
Casey
what
Stout.
they want, isolation.
And Fleeman lowered his shoulder.
Yeah, but what's he lowering his shoulder into? Air?
It was enough.
He had to have a foot advantage on that kid, and I see it. I mean, the actions and the body language and all that stuff kind of gets you to that point, but I don't know.
Well,
it'll be all right.
Official calls it a foul, a player control foul, and it is 30.
Whether coach doesn't like it or not,
there's some
it's
good
still
pressure.
A foul.
And number 4, again, Christian Stevenson showing some really good defense, gets the ball to Fleeman, and Kingsville now has it in the half court. Barnett. Skip past to Casey Stout.
See, they keep somebody on his back, and then they got a guard that collapses on him every time.
There it is. So, and then they're going to get him, and the hoop and the harm.
Yeah, they're going to get him that one.
You betcha. You can't keep Fleeman out forever.
No.
Basket's good. He's going to shoot 1. First points for Fleeman. That puts the lead now to 10 for the Tigers. Subs coming back. We have Barnes and Cox coming back in for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, they open up this quarter with a 6-0 run here.
6-0 run for the Tigers then. Finish off the traditional three-point play. Little long. Rowan Cox with the rebound. Here comes Avon Burkhart. Up to Millington. Millington now sets the offense. Cox on the right side. Looking to score, and he will. But unfortunately, he double dribbled.
Yeah, I think that may have actually got tipped, but it came up off his chest, went back down on the ground, and it just looked awkward.
Yep. All right, here we go.
But you're not going to keep him out of there very long either. He's gonna start getting his. He's too good of a player to go over on the game. So.
Yep. Brett Evinger back in for the Tigers.
Casey
Stout to
played
trigger
a really
the ball.
Nice game tonight.
Barnett long on there. Brady Stout tried, but good rebound by Parker Craig. Pull it down for the Greyhounds. Gets it up to Avon Burkhart. He's going to drive against Evinger. Barnes tries. Still on the left side, pulling out of the corner. Now back to the left wing. Millington directing traffic. Barnes left open on the top of the key. Here comes Burkhart. Evinger with defense. Barnes was not paying attention to the play. He was trying to set a screen, I believe, and Burkhart
I think he was trying
away.
to set a screen for a shooter coming off on the wing, and also then
just a little miscommunication.
Yeah, Fleeman's size, kind of gets in the vision sometimes too, I think, and that may have something to do with it there.
Casey Stout to Fleeman. Fleeman tries to get it to Evinger, but Barnes there for the for the steal and a turnover for the Kingsville Tigers. Burkhart up to Cox. He's going to stop and pop and finish with a nice 2-point jumper from about 8 feet. Rowan Cox.
That's his
His first bucket.
But that stopped that six-point run there.
Casey Stout in trouble. He finds Evinger, but then it is a tied-up ball, and that will stay with the Tigers. With the Tigers. Here we go. Brady Stout to trigger.
Yeah, Cox wanted to take the ball out of bounds, but it was Kingsville basketball.
Yep. Barnett, Stout to Fleeman, but deflected by Barnes.
Windsor doing a good job getting their hands on those inbounds pass. Kingsville just a slight, just not even a second behind trying to get that in there. Oh, there's a nice
Evinger gets it in. Nice pass by Stout, and they pick up the foul against the Greyhounds.
Be interesting to see which one this is on.
And they give it to number 13, Rowan Cox. That is his team's third. Evinger trying to get his first points of the night. First free throw up and in.
Puts him 1 for 3 from the line right now. Try to make it even.
Try to make it 50%. And he does not. Rowan Cox with a nice rebound. Up to Avon Burkhart, pushing tempo. Parker Craig decides to pull it. It's off. Rebound by Casey Stout.
So Kingsville's got a substitution down there. Looks like
Chase
to get
Stout. I keep
Stevenson back
Chase.
in the game.
Chase Stout with the rebound. Fleeman gets the ball. Over to Stout. Barnett thought about it. Now here comes the pressure. He's trying to get through, and they've got a hold on him first.
We get that on number 5. Was that Millington?
Nope, 34.
Oh, 34.
Yep.
Okay.
That is, Connor Barnes. That is his second, team fourth. Foul starting to pile up for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, one more. They're going to be in that bonus and for a long time. There's still 4.5 minutes left in this quarter.
Brady Stout, but Cox with a nice block.
He's
and
so
Barnes
quick.
Comes down with it. Oh, here's a steal, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds. Official right on top of that play.
Yeah, that was Stevenson. I remember seeing him last year, and he came in and he was just developing, and he is a different player this year from last year for sure.
Yep.
He gives him a lot.
All right, Burkhart to trigger the offense. Goes to Cox. Millington thought about it. Barnes at the top now. Parker Craig will fire that. Nice rebound by Fleeman. Gives it to Chase Stout.
The thing that the big man does there is he doesn't just rely on his height and just let the ball come to him. He's going up. He's getting those rebounds. He's tracking them. And if he does that, it's really hard to out-rebound him.
Oh, here's a deflection and a steal by Rowan Cox, but they still have it. Millington up ahead, loses the ball. Now he's got Fleeman on him. And a steal by Kingsville. Brady Stout gives it to Fleeman. That's probably not the best pass he could have done, but he tries, and it will go to the Greyhounds.
Yeah, Millington got down there.
Rowan Cox. If you don't get that steal, that's what he's going to do to you right there. Rowan Cox with his fourth point of the ball game. We are at 21-14. Kingsville still with the lead. 3:11 left here in the second quarter. Fleeman triggering at the top of the key. Back to Chase Stout. Resets the offense. Coach Adams looking for Fleeman. He was quadruple team, but there's a big play by Brady Stout to Fleeman, Evinger, and that's going to be a jump ball. Hadn't gone top, and the jump ball goes to the Greyhounds.
Seems like Windsor's pressure is getting to him just a little bit better, more here than it was early, and Let's see what happens when we turn that into some points.
Pushing the tempo.
They're going to have to hit some outside shots, though, because if they got Fleeman sitting inside, it's really hard to get all the way to the rim, even though that's what they like to do. They're very quick.
Yep. All right, Burkhart. Run the offense to Barnes. Wants to drive on Fleeman. Fleeman will not have it. Fleeman giving pressure. Barnes does drive, and they eventually get him.
You notice how he was a little bit timid on the first shot. The second time, he just went up strong, and when you do that, a lot of times you're going to get rewarded with that foul.
All right, Fleeman is going to pick up his second foul, team's second, and Barnes will shoot 2 with 2:10 left here in the first half. First shot is up and good for Connor Barnes. That is his 3rd point. Looking to add to it. Official talking to Fleeman to say, hey, don't do this. Barnes with the second attempt. It is up, and it is good for 4 points for Connor Barnes. All right, here comes Stevenson. Triggering the offense to Fleeman. Chased out, squares up, gets out of it. They're really trying to pressure the wings and the corners.
Yeah, Aaron Mickey, he's got energy for days.
Yep.
He's all over the place.
Tried to get it to, but Barnes there for the defense. Burkhart pushing tempo. Nope.
He wanted the foul, but I don't believe that was a foul there.
Nope. Contact was initiated by the offense. Chased out, tried his hand at a 3. Brady Stout, I think, got away with one. Rowan Cox, though, keeps his balance.
You have to be as strong as Rowan Cox there to not fall down.
Exactly.
Because
I would have been.
Stout hit him. I would have rolled through the exit door right there.
Yep. All right, here we go. Windsor in the half court. We are now getting close to a minute left in the first half. Burkhart at the top of the key.
Windsor got 3 subs sitting over there ready to come in. They've been there a little while.
Barnes thought about it. Brady Stout sees that. Brady Stout is going to go all the way and get blocked. Good hustle by Connor Barnes to get the ball and not pick up a foul. Brady Stout now will be triggering the inbounds play underneath their own basket here with 51.5 seconds left and a 5-point lead.
You got Cooley checking in, Millington checking in, and Heaney checking in.
All right. We are set.
Stout still wants the foul. The ball went into orbit. They're still trying to find it. There we go.
We got the ball back. Here we go.
Coach had to go get it. Ready
to trigger. Good hustle by Coach Bigler. They're going to look for Fleeman. They do. They're not going to stop him this. Out to Barnett. Boom.
Yeah. That's his 3rd 3-pointer. That's really hard to guard whenever you can catch it like that and shoot that in rhythm by get it inside out. That inside out game is hard to defend.
And Fleeman has 3 men around him as well.
Yeah.
Cooley almost throws it away. Parker Craig, though, handles it. Gets the high jumper. Fleeman pulls it now with 19 seconds. Coach Adams wants 1 shot.
Craig got a couple of those to fall yesterday, but so far those aren't falling today.
Brady Stout thinks about it. Skip pass. There's Fleeman. Out.
Oh, that's going to be short.
But a pickup by Chase Stout. And that is how the half is going to end, with Chase Stout getting the short shot put back, giving the Kingsville Tigers a 26-16 lead. As we go into halftime, we will see you in about 10 minutes. Well, 10 minutes for the time, and about maybe 5 minutes or so here when we come back.
If you're lucky.
Okay.
All right, I want to take some time here at halftime. I want to thank our 2 great title sponsors this week, Streetwise Traffic Control and Striping. It's kind of what it says it is, but to give you a little bit more in-depth information about them, they make safe environments for contractors and travelers. Have you ever come up to a construction zone and you see the cones and the stripes, and you go from one side of the street to the other side of the street? That's what Streetwise Traffic Control and Striping does. They go make a safe environment so you can transition over to the work zone. You have all the lines, so you know the work zones are great. They work with both MoDOT and KDOT to make sure we have a safe travel, and also for all the contractors to have safe work environments, because the last thing they need, they want to give you all of the time to get slowed down and get into that work zone. They don't want you to pop over a hill and all of a sudden there's a work zone there. They give you plenty of signage. They give you plenty of traffic control, striping, all those things that you see. That is what Streetwise does. So a lot of you probably just thought, oh, hey, the traffic department takes care of this, they do that. No, Streetwise is who does that. They're contracted by MoDOT and KDOT, and then they go out and make sure that it's a safe work environment for their contractors, as well as a safe environment for our travelers. So Streetwise Traffic Control and Striping, they did a great job stepping up. We want to give them a lot more extra shout out because they've been amazing to be able to step up to make sure that this was getting broadcast to everybody, and we are super appreciative of that, and we look forward to hopefully working with them in the future, William D. Gordon tournaments, and make this a yearly thing. It's our third year doing it, and we enjoy doing it. Thank you to Streetwise for taking on the responsibility of being one of our title sponsors. Now I want to get to Hettinger Excavating. Hettinger Excavating is another one of our great title sponsors, and what do? Well, you got water and utility lines, either, commercial or residential. They're going to take care of it. New construction for the basements, demolition, you need to tear a house down, tree clearing, you're trying to clear out an area to build a house, or dirt work. Pretty much a one-stop shop, if you know what I mean, is Hettinger Excavating. They can take care of all the things around a house, whether it be some new construction for your basement, you want a new basement, or you're going to be building a house and you need a pad laid. One of the things that a lot of people do today, what do they love? They love the shouse. You heard of a shouse or a barn dominium? Lay a pad down, and then you build this nice big shed, and it's a house on one side. It's a big shop on the other side. They call it a shouse or a barn dominium. Everybody's got a different name for it. Obviously, in our area, something that is very popular and awesome. So they can do the basement if you want to put it on a basement, or if you just want a flat pad and you want to build it, or you need a driveway. That's the type of stuff Hettinger Excavating will do. They also take care of water lines and all your utility digging. They do the demolition. Say you buy new land and you need to demo an old barn, they'll take care of that. They'll clear the trees to make it to where you can build that. And if they can do all that, why not hire them to do all the prefab work for you so that when you build your house, it's ready to rock and roll. And they stepped up, and they were one of our title sponsors, and we enjoyed them doing that for us this year. We're glad to have that relationship with them this year. Streetwise and Hettinger Excavating are two title sponsors this year. Want to get a quick shout out as well to our first quarter sponsors that we had this year in Culver's of Harrisonville, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Fades out of Warrensburg, Coach Grammer here and Little Grammer there. Love to get their hair cut at Fades. And Sonic of Harrisonville, Ed. We all know Ed. Ed's one of our great ones. And I want to give a special thanks. Culver's been around since they've been in business with us, but Sonic and Young's, they have been with 4T since day one in 2016 when we went to the state championship game. Thank you, and God bless.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice-cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
One of the most important decisions you make is who cuts your hair. Don't trust just anyone. Trust Josh and the crew at Fades. From a simple cleanup to a full cut. Or maybe you need to look extra good for the big game with a design. They will take care of you. Coach Grammer trusts the guys at Fades, and so should you. Located just behind Sonic off McGuire. Go see them today or visit their Facebook to set up an appointment.
All right, welcome back to William D. Gordon Gymnasium here on the campus of Drexel High School for the William D. Gordon Holiday Classic Tournament. As we come back, we got about a minute left in the halftime here. And again, Kingsville is leading 26-16 over the Windsor Greyhounds. And so far, leading all scorers is Braden Barnett with 9.
Yeah, so I don't know that we saw that one coming. But he has taken good shots, and he's knocked down 3 3-pointers, and he's done a really, really good job. But, you know, what I'm most impressed with Kingsville in that first half is their defense. I thought they did a really good job getting their hands on ball. Even when they didn't get a turnover, they were causing trouble for the offense of Windsor, and they did a really nice job. You know, we also had a little bit of a run there at the end. You know, They went on a 6-0 run. They're late to get this to 10 because it's been basically a 4-point ball game for the majority of that half. So we'll see what happens here early.
All right, here Tigers get the ball to start the second half. Ebinger to Brady Stout. And unfortunately, The Greyhounds were a little aggressive. And Millington, I believe, will pick up his first foul. Team 1 foul. All right, here we go. Triggering underneath is Brady Stout. Evinger decides to take the short base jumper and nails it for his third point and gives a 12-point lead to the Kingsville Tigers.
That mid-range jump shot is his shot. I saw him knock that down yesterday in the semifinal game. It seemed like over and over and over again. I know it wasn't, but he's comfortable with that shot.
Yep.
You cannot leave him open.
Kingsville plays very sound man-to-man defense.
Yeah, their help defense is really, really good.
Help defense is good, and it also doesn't hurt to have a 6'11 guy in the middle.
Yeah, because it really.
Barnett with the rebound for the Kingsville
The only
Tigers.
way you're getting a shot off is a quick shot like that by number 34. That's just it.
It's going to have a high arch. Fleeman looked for a backdoor from Barnett.
You know, it's
Not
really
there.
transition buckets, though, for Kingsville, along with.
This should be a ball. This should be a score by Fleeman. And will they count the bucket?
I believe he did.
And they count the bucket for John Fleeman. That is only his 4th point. But again, he does a lot of other things for these Kingsville Tigers. And his free throw is good, giving him 5 now for the night, 3 now in the second half.
I think he's pretty much a double-double machine. I think you'll see that by the time this thing winds down, that, as Windsor keeps having to extend and do different things, I think you'll see him get the ball inside a little bit more.
Nope.
They did a really good job. Triple teaming, like you said earlier, quadruple teaming earlier at that one point.
There's a nice little drive.
That was a nice
by
touch.
Elliott Cooley. Puts him to 4 points now. Oh, didn't pull the trigger. Stevenson decided not to pull the trigger on that one. Was open.
They hit one earlier in
Barnett
the
in
first
trouble
half.
a little bit, but gets out of it. Evinger trying to find Fleeman. He does. And now, steal by Rowan Cox. Unfortunately, Fleeman had to bring the ball down, and that's usually not good for a big guy.
No.
There's a little trap. Here's a trap.
Yeah, Stevenson got a little bit over-aggressive there. I know what he was trying to do, but.
Yep. I think if you just trap him, get the ball coming out on a deflection.
Yeah, I think that's what they were looking for, but I'm sure he flashed that there and he saw it. His eyes got big and he reached in. Stevenson, I thought, did a good job passing up that three a little bit earlier.
Yep.
If situational here, being up 13, you don't really need that right there, And if he didn't catch it cleanly or, he didn't feel like it was in rhythm, I thought that's a pretty mature play there on his part.
Yep. All right, Stephen with his first foul. Kings. Oh.
Didn't mean to.
I think Evinger just lost his balance.
Yeah, didn't mean to. Just that one of those things couldn't stop the momentum.
Yep. So Evinger is going to pick up his first foul. That's the team's second foul. So both teams with 2 fouls early here in the third quarter. All right, Millington going to trigger the offense to Cooley. Cooley loses the handle, but gets it before it goes out of bounds. Parker Craig luckily stepped to the pass.
Yeah,
otherwise that was going to be a steal and a layup on the other end. Millington with the 3, just short, but a nice rebound by Parker Craig to Barnes, who tries to go against Fleeman, but Fleeman does his best Dikembe Mutombo and says,
Yeah. At least he didn't wag his finger at him like Mutombo used to.
We can't do that. That might be taunting there. Rowan Cox with the 3. Just short, but it looked really good. Brady Stout with a nice rebound. Gets it up to Stevenson. Evinger in the corner now. He's in trouble. Tries to get out. Good. Back to Evinger. Just short. Rowan Cox definitely altered that shot quite a bit.
I think they're going to have to get Cox a little bit more involved in the offense on this half court, too.
Up to Parker Craig, who dishes it to Cooley. No good. Tipped. Uh-oh.
Somebody lost something.
But we just don't know what it is right now. All right,
Hopefully
here we go. Barnett
tape.
Going to drive. Going to kick it out to Stout. And that is a 3 for Brady Stout.
You cannot leave him.
Nope.
He's got too good of a shooting form, too. He's too good of a shot.
All right, Brady Stout now in double figures with 10 points. Parker Craig triggering the offense, going to try to drive, which is like what he like to do, and there he does. That's what he does. And then now one of the officials finally sees what was on the floor, and we just toss it to the side.
So that's not been important. It won somebody's tooth.
Nope, at least not. All right, 7th point for Parker Craig with a nice drive down the right side of the lane. Barnes is coming out, and number 15, Reese Heaney, is coming in. 2-3 zone by the Windsor Greyhounds. Extends out on Brady Stout, but he makes him pay with a drive and then picks up the foul on the shot.
You know, Fleeman, he gets a lot of the attention because he's 6'11", but you know what I'm seeing is you have to play a 2-3 zone against him if you don't have another, 6'6+ guy to defend him and give him wide open looks to these guards on the outside, and they're doing a good job by knocking him down.
All right, Rowan Cox got to be careful. He just picked up his team third.
Yeah.
Brady Stout good at the line for one.
They're going to give him a quick breather, but he is somebody that they cannot leave on the bench for long.
Nope. He might see a little time, but he'll have to get back in as soon as possible. All right, Brady Stout in for his second attempt, and it's up and good for point number 12. All right, Evinger goes out. Chase Stout in for the Kingsville Tigers. Kingsville showing pressure here in the full court. There's almost a steal, and he does. He gets the deflection off of Avon Burkhart. Nice heads-up play by Stevenson. That gives the ball to Kingsville. And again, going to the predetermined 4. Burkhart gets the tip on Barnett. Still Kingsville's ball.
And Kingsville's just playing a step faster right now, and
Yep.
I don't think it'll be long before Windsor comes back, but they're going to have to start playing at their speed.
And they're up 16. There's a nice outlet to Brady Stout. Up and good.
Yeah.
Brady Stout with his third 3 of the game and his 15th point, Coach.
Push that to 19-point lead here in the second half. And this is 8th point of this half.
Stevenson.
And we're still in the third quarter.
Burkhart controls in trouble. And Coach Bigler from the Greyhounds wisely calls a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. We'll stay here. Well, Coach, 19-point lead now, was 10.5. It looks like Kingsville well in control of this game.
Yeah, they outscored them by 4 in the first. They outscored them by 6 in the second. And then here they went on a pretty good run, and they've scored, looks like 12-4 right now. So outscored them already 8, still 3:20 left in the quarter. Windsor's got to find an answer. They got to find it quick.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to get out. It's going to get too far ahead, and you're not going to be able to come in because unless they get some points off transition, it's going to be really, really hard to score on the inside. And so they're going to have to get up and down the floor a little bit here. And I think they got it in them, but they got to start now.
All right, looks like Aaron Mickey is in for the Greyhounds and will trigger the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, still got Cox on the bench with those 3 fouls.
Nice steal here by Stevenson. He's going to take and give it to Chase Stout, who makes the layup. Nice little give by Stevenson for Chase Stout. That's his 4th point. Nice assist by Christian Stevenson.
Increase that lead to 21 points.
In trouble, but Parker Craig on the outside doesn't get it to go. But nice rebound by Barnes, who puts it in for 2. Barnes having a nice little game. He's up to 6 points now.
He's not afraid to go up against Fleeman.
Nope. He can battle in there. Stevenson handling the pressure. Up to Fleeman. Reset. Windsor cranking up the pressure. Out to Chase Stout. Mishandles the ball. Thought about shooting, but wisely does not. Oh, nice touch by John Fleeman at the elbow. Big man has some nice touch out there. That's point number 7 for Fleeman. Good pressure here by Chase Stout, and that's a 5-second count. Like I said, Kingsville prides themselves on this defense, and you can see why with that turnover there with a 5-second call.
Yeah, we've seen it for, I've been here at Drexel. We see Kingsville almost every year. I've seen it out of their boys program for a long time, and then they are all about defense and hitting open shots just like that.
That is Brady Stout's 4-3. That puts him up to 18 points, Coach.
Yeah.
He's having a game.
Pushes the lead up to 24. Windsor's going to have to get on the board here. They've only scored 6 points this quarter.
Trying to get to the rim, but it is blocked from behind is Aaron Mickey.
They've been outscored 20-6 this quarter by Kingsville, so they have got to get something going because it's hard to make up that many points in one quarter.
Yep, Kingsville has pushed the lead up to 24 now with 1:40 left in this third quarter in the championship game here.
Oh.
And Aaron Mickey with a little razzle-dazzle. Of course, the defender not paying attention to you. It's a classic. Knock it off their butt, pick it up, and score, and get the hoop and the harm. Nice play.
They needed that play, too. They really needed a bucket there, kind of get things going a little bit, because they can't pressure if they don't score. And so now if they want to, they can bring some pressure. They decide not to. Looks like they're going to pick up man.
Yep, Mickey finishes the traditional three-point play there. Now 21-point lead for Kingsville. They're going to lob it into Fleeman. He's by the rim. That's going to be trouble, and they have to foul him.
I'm afraid that may be on Cox, too, which would be his 4th.
That would be, if it is on Cox, that will be his 4th. And it is. Yeah. And it's also the 4th team foul. So one more foul in this quarter, Kings will be shooting 2. But only 1:26 left in the third. Fleeman for his first shot, and it's good.
This is the time in a ball game where Fleeman can start to take over, and we'll see what happens because everybody's just a step slower, a little bit tireder, and you know as well as I do in this game that we always say, never stop, never quit.
Fleeman's second shot, no good.
When you're down 22 in a championship game,
Parker
with a
Craig
minute
pushes,
22, it's a little harder.
Little off the backboard, and Barnett strong with the ball. Millington, fortunately, gets his hand caught in the cookie jar. Yeah. And we will go down and shoot 2 free throws. Barnett to the line for the Tigers.
I like the idea. You need possessions, and that's only a second foul.
Yep.
But
official kindly explaining it to him. He can't reach around.
Yeah, he felt like he had the ball. I believe the official made the right call there.
All right, we got subs in. Rowan Cox did have a seat on the bench just so he doesn't pick up his 5th. Millington out and Cooley out. Avon Burkhart.
Sometimes you can leave a player out there a little bit and you can trust him with that. And it's not that he doesn't trust Cox there, but he's playing against Fleeman. And there's still a minute left in the third quarter. You have to sit him down. You can't let him pick up number 5 right now.
That's right. All right, so Barnett makes both free throws, pushing the lead to 23.
Kingsville guards, they are really shutting down everything on the perimeter right now.
Nice pass from Parker Craig, but Fleeman controls the rebound. Chase Stout slows things down. Got 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Fleeman just casually dribbling up. Reese gets,
little reach.
Little reaching foul in there. Nice pass, and then Fleeman goes in and repositions, gets some nice post presence in there, and picks up the foul.
You see it a lot.
Barnes.
You see it a lot and we try to do that with our team. We'll work inside out, right? We'll go inside, we come back with the outside. Kingsville kind of did the reverse early because they were tripling Fleeman out there, and then they knocked down some threes. Windsor had to spread out. Now they're going into the paint, and they're making them pay.
Yep. Now Fleeman hits his first of 2. Second one up and good.
It's a 25-point lead.
Fleeman with his 10th point now. He's in double figures.
And he's 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
Nice percentage there by the big guy. Parker Craig tries to get in there. And here is Reese Heaney, but no good, but nice hustle. Brady Stout picks up the loose ball in transition, thinks twice, and they'll slow it down. Barnett says maybe, but no.
Yeah,
now we got 10 seconds. Coach Bigler wanting ball pressure. They're going to let, I thought they might let Fleeman let the three fly, but now they're not going to get, he does get the shot off and almost banks it in.
Stevenson banked that thing in, so.
With a desperation three, almost goes in. All right, that is the end of the third quarter. It is a 25-point lead for the Kingsville Tigers, 50-25. We'll see you in 30.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over an nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in William D. Gordon Gymnasium for the fourth quarter of the boys' championship game. Kingsville established themselves, dominated that third quarter, coming out at the half.
That was a 24-9 run in that third quarter. They really changed what we were looking at. You know, it was a 10-point ball game at halftime, and 10 points. That's nobody is intimidated by a 10-point lead, right? Especially with a half to play. When we come in and they go 24-9 in that third quarter and push it to 25, that is a mountain that's hard to climb.
Yep.
So
all right, so Windsor's got their work cut out for them in this fourth quarter.
They're going to have to get after it. They're going to have to score early, and they're going to have to score often here. So
work hard to trigger. Heaney with the ball.
And I imagine Cox won't be sitting on the bench for much longer.
No.
Because down 25, if he ends up fouling out, so be it. But you're going to need his offense and his defense.
There's a good take by Aaron Mickey, but John Fleeman, of course, the shot alternator. Nice ball fake by Stout, and he gets the hoop and the harm. All right, Aaron Mickey with the foul. That's his third. Brady Stout now trying to pick up the traditional three-point play here, and he's short on that. But he hustles after his own rebound. Tigers have the ball back. Chase Stout handling the pressure well from Heaney. Fleeman with the ball. They say, hey, shoot it, big guy, and he does. Fleeman from downtown.
Puts it to the lead to 30.
30. And, nice little, had the rebound. Avin Burkhart was just a little short and then just threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's not very often in a championship game you end up with a running clock, but that's where we find ourselves right now.
Yep. All right, Rowan Cox is back in. Elliot Cooley back in.
I think that's smart. You can't keep him on the bench. If you think you have a shot at this, you cannot keep him on the bench any longer.
All right.
If he fouls out, so be it.
All right, 55-25, Kingsville with the 30-point lead. We are now in running clock mode till that score gets below 30. Kingsville trying to push it. And there's a tie-up. They tie Fleeman up. But it does stay in Kingsville's possession. Tried to get a little move in there. Just, again, he just garners so much attention. It's hard to get anything clean.
Yeah. There's arms and legs and torso everywhere.
There's a nice little up. Yeah. And for Fleeman, they got another bucket. He's got 16 now. Elliot Cooley tries to the three. Oh, here's Cherry picking. Brady Stout up for two. Another 2. Nice up. Windsor kind of not getting back on D. Okay, we got another attempt by that was Millington, Ryan Millington.
Kingsville on a 13-0 run right now, and they finally got some bucket or some points there.
Elliott Cooley with the pickup there of 2. That's his 6th point for the game. Stevenson. Coach Bigler still wants pressure, and there was a.
They call that one on the floor. I think that's the right call.
Yep. Elliott Cooley just a little late getting there. He did see it just a little late. That's his team second. He was on the floor. 5 minutes and running here in the fourth quarter, 59-27. Kingsville with the 32-point lead out to Stevenson. They bad pass in there to try to get Fleeman in the bucket, but
that's the easiest steal that Rowan Cox is going to get all year.
There you go. That is Ryan Millington with his first points of the ball game, and it was a 3. So that pushes it to 29. We'll not have the running clock anymore. Brady Stout, though, trying to get there. Evinger doesn't get it. Rowan Cox with a nice pull down. He's pushing the action. And then there is a foul called on Brady Stout.
That's a solid kid that can move up and down the floor with a nice touch, and he's going to be a lot to handle in the future.
Yep. All right, Stout with only a second foul, team's first foul. And Evinger will take a seat, and Chase Stout will enter the ball game for the Tigers. Here we go. Parker Craig triggering the offense. Parker Craig trying to drive. Almost loses the handle, but finds it. There it is. Oh, a little long by Millington, and Stout gets the rebound up to Barnett, and 2. Nice assist there by Brady Stout. Again, Barnett's
11.
He's got 13 is what I got.
13, okay.
All right.
I promise you, with as many points that they put on the board there in that third quarter, I missed 1 or 2.
Oh, it's all right. All right. That is a foul by number 34, John Fleeman. That's his 3rd, team 2nd. And Aaron Mickey for 2. First one is good. That's his 4th. That's his 4th point. All right. Looks like we got Reese Heaney coming in to the ball game. And perfect from the line is Aaron Mickey as he gets his 5th point and pushes the lead back to 19. 61-32 here in the final 3 minutes of the championship boys game. And again, still fighting. Windsor Greyhounds still playing solid D. And there they get a steal. Nice. Heaney gets the steal. Parker. Oh boy. Good. They just get across. There's Barnes, but hustled there by Chase Stout.
That's what hustle will get you.
That's right.
Both those Stout boys, they really get after it. You know.
Right. Looks like we're clearing the benches here, Coach. We got Austin Simpson coming in. We got number 30, Jude Burkhart, coming in. Number 20, Brody Craig, coming in as well. Avon Burkhart stays, and so does Barnes. Kingsville also substituted as well. Number 10, Jack. Sorry, hard to read that. Jack Jagau. Skip pass to Stevenson. Trying to get Jagawa. Barnes tried to hit it off of Freeman.
Man, the ball just bouncing Kingsville's way in every instance.
It sure is.
That's just a little deflection. Somebody's quick hands, and then it bounces off a Windsor player and right out of bounds.
And number 20, Gavin Mullins, is also in the game for Kingsville. It's like Coach Adams is going to put in another good defense by the.
Just patting his offensive rebounds
the offensive rebound stats. All right, looks like we're going to get
Yeah, it looks like Fleeman may be coming out. Looks like number
mass subs.
33.
Yep.
O'Hare might come in for him.
33 is coming in, Tyler O'Hare. And there is a timeout just to, collect everybody's thoughts and make sure we know what's going on. All right, minute 54. It's 63-32, 30-second timeout. I think we'll just keep it
we
here.
might as well stay here. This is not the game that I really thought, but I'm very, very impressed with the way Kingsville played tonight. I think that they did everything they needed to do. They didn't force any issues. If they had the open look from the three-point line, they knocked that down. If they had the one-on-one matchup on the box, they got that there. They brought some full-court pressure from time to time that I really wasn't expecting, especially against a team as fast as Windsor, but they did an excellent job with it. And, they just took care of the ball when they needed to, hit good shots, and played excellent defense. And that will get you up 31 points in a championship game pretty fast.
All right. We have Avon Burkhart triggering the offense for the Greyhounds. Out to Brody Craig. And Cooley gets the drive down the lane and picks up the foul, and the bucket is good. That is Elliot Cooley's 8th point with 1 to come on the free throw.
Also gets the clock to stop there.
It does. Now it's, again, back to 29, now 28-point lead as Cooley makes the traditional three-point play. All right, Gavin Mullins brings the ball up for the Tigers over to Chase Stout.
And Kingsville still running their offense.
Yep. Going to try to get some good work in here with the second group. Oh, good little look for Gavin Mullins. Here comes Burkhart, now 22, gets the shot off. That is Austin Thompson there, and but it does not fall.
We really like to see those players here at the end of the ball game. Somebody get the knocks on a bucket, and we had 2 really good looks there.
Yep.
Maybe we'll get a third here.
Tried to get it to Johnny Hawthorne there for Kingsville, but he just couldn't handle it. And then 20 goes up. Use that backboard, young man.
Yeah, he'll get there.
Kick it out. Almost
banked
goes
it in.
for Tyler O'Hare. Kingsville retains possession. Chased out front.
Yeah, anybody's been paying attention to this game, you mean, why are they shooting it out? Well, some of these kids, they deserve the opportunity to get some shots up. They practice every day just like the starters do, and they deserve that opportunity.
Yep. And
and they're still fighting hard.
And hey, we're still playing. They want to play.
That final buzzer has not blown yet, so.
Yep. All right, number 15, Reese Heaney coming back in for the Greyhounds and going to give Avon Burkhart sub for him. Had a nice little tournament for Avon. All right, Elliot Cooley with the pass to number 20, Brody Craig. This is the layup. Nice deflection by Cooley on that one. Kingsville stays there. We got 9 seconds, 63-35 here in the final 9 seconds of the championship game in the Holiday Classic. Chase Stout thought about it, but gives it to number 20, Gavin Mullins, and he drains the 3, and that is how the ball game is going to end with your final score, 66-35. Now we'll have the trophy presentation and the announcement of the all-tournament team. All right, again, let's give each of these teams a great round of applause. That was a well-fought championship game, just like we like to see. All right, first up, we would like to congratulate the Windsor Greyhounds for their second-place finish in the 2023 William D. Gordon Holiday Classic Tournament. All right, your 2023 William D. Gordon Holiday Classic tournament champions are the Kingsville Tigers. All right, we will have now the announcement of the all-tournament team. First up, from Windsor, Rowan Cox. From KC Lutheran, Rex Lyle. From Drexel, Colby Nichols. From Midway, Carter Coble. And from Kingsville, John Fleeman. Congratulations, gentlemen, on a well-played tournament. And again, we thank everybody for attending, and we hope to see you next year.